Well, good morning everybody. It's well overcast, the sun is trying to break through, but it's warm. It's nice and warm here today. Everything's good in the pond. I've just had a quick look and all seems good in there. They're all swimming around. Let's just see if we can give you a bit of a look. I don't like the feeding ring there. Once I get the covers off, it's going to go up into that corner out of the way. I've given them a little bit of food this morning, but they're not that hungry. I just chucked the food sinking pellets in. But yeah, all's good in there. They're all up and about. Everything looks good. I have got some plants in the actual bog filter. I'll take and show you them. The wife came home with them, so I didn't really get a lot of choice on what we was having. But she brought a few home, which I've started getting it planted up. I want quite a few more in there yet, but we've got a few in there just to test it really and see how things are going, and it's looking quite good. I don't know whether you can see them actually. I'll see if I can get a bit closer, but I have got the plugs of Mind Your Own Business in there now. They seem to be thriving. Just want them to grow, and I'm going to let them grow all down the side of it. And like I say, I should get a few more plants in there. It'll stand quite a few more yet, but that's what the wife brought home for me, bless her. Anyway, we'll nip and have a look in the filter house, because last night I got my protein skimmer back up and running, my protein skimmer and my upflow filter. So we'll nip and have a look there. It's 18 degrees here at the moment. We've got 18 degrees and it's morning, well late morning at the moment. So we'll nip and see what protein skimmer's done. Put the light on. I did give it a good clean out yesterday. It all got a good cleaning. It's still running. It cuts off at 12 o'clock and it's just gone 11, so it's still running at the moment, and that's what we've got through the night. Let's see if I can show you better. Not a lot, but we have got some, but it's going to take a while just to settle down. But that's what we've made through the night. It's stopped working now, so it looks like I can probably get it so it turns off at about 11 o'clock. But that's it at the moment. That's what we've produced on the first night. Everything's working well, all's running well. The moving bed, it's up and running. It's always run well, that is. I've got about 150 litres of K1 in there, but it's going well. The RDF, we'll have a quick look in there. All's good in here. It's a little bit dark down there, but I've got the UV at the back there. I'm going to change the bulb on that this season. They last for 2 years, so I'm going to get it changed over this season. But that's the RDF, it's all going well. It's never any problem, bless it. It does go well, that thing. And my backy shower, it's ticking away. I have put some jack matting in there just to protect the media a little bit from the jets, so that's gone okay. So we'll just see how that performs, but I'm quite pleased with that and the way it's running. It's going quite well. There's an awful lot of media in there, so I'm hoping for great things from it. But we'll see. That's the lid just come off the back. So I'll stick that back on, if I can get it up with one hand. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, quite pleased the way things are going with that. I love it. Everything in here is now running and working, so it's just a matter of seeing how things go. Now my heater, I set it in November, so from November until today, mid-April, it's cost me £182. Hope you can see that. It's cost me £182. That's from November till April, mid-April. So I don't think that's too bad, but it's not going to be that cheap next year, obviously. Not with the way electricity prices is going. But there you go, it's just one of them things we've got to put up with. What I'm busy at the moment is down the big shed. We'll nip down there and I'll show you what's going on down there at the moment. Right, well, down here in the workshop, what I've been doing, I'm doing some more bits for the sheds. I'm just doing some more designs. These are going to actually go on the arbor posts, so that's what these are for. I'm going to put them on there. I did actually just have a go at a lion's head the other day, just to see how that come out. I've only done it on like MDF or whatever you call it. But yeah, that's what I'm doing down here, pottering about amongst a million other things. That's the latest to come off the CNC. I've just got another section to do down the bottom and then they're done. So I'm quite pleased with them at the moment. As long as I don't mess the last one up, we'll be fine. But yeah, that's what I'm up to in the big shed. So I'm going to get stuck in, get it started on the one down the bottom there. I've got that to finish off now, and then I can start thinking about painting them and getting them up. So it's all go here at the minute. Summer's on its way, so let's get ready. Right, so what I want to do now is I want to clean the upflow filter. I'm going to give that a clean, start off the cleaning cycle. Just bear with me because I haven't turned my water on, so just let me turn the water on and I'll be with you, because I like to set it topping up as it's cleaning, so I can do that now. Right, really windy out there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll start it topping up. So that's now topping the pond up, and I can now start the cleaning cycle on here. So that's now counting down. So now it's just a matter of sitting back and waiting. We've got about 9 seconds before it kicks off. So great stuff. Here we go. I keep saying I'm going to take a little bit of media out there. We don't really need all that in there. So you can see which is going to drop down, empty out, and then it'll start to fill back up again. Obviously the protein skimmer empties with it, but that's not a problem, it'll fill back up again. So all the water's about gone. It's going to make sure it all goes down, and then it'll do a second run, as most of you will know anyway, but it'll do a second run just to make sure we've got it, and then fill back up and off it'll go again. So here we go, it's going to start filling up. Here it comes. It won't get full this time. I did try to save a little bit of water. It'll probably cut out any time, yeah. Just to give it a final rinse. Now it'll drain that down. Once that's drained down, it'll top back up and we'll be off again. I haven't emptied the bucket on the protein skimmer this morning. I shall have to do that. It doesn't seem to be making as much skimming at the moment. I don't know why, but we shall keep trying. We are feeding well, so I'm not sure why that is. But what we got left, 10 seconds, and it'll fill up and carry on working until the next 3 days, 3 or 4 days, till I get it clean. But it should start filling up now. Yep, here we go. So it's now going to refill, Actually, there's quite a lot of dirt still in there. I've left it quite a while this time. I think I'll give it another rinse. I'm going to give that another rinse. I don't know whether you can see it, but there's quite a lot of stuff in there. I'll just give it a full rinse and then switch the switch off and on again, and that'll only give it the one rinse. So we'll have another bash just to make sure it's all nice and clean. Give it all a good churning up. So wait till all that water's gone, then switch the switch off and back on. And that'll just reset the switch, which means it won't do it twice basically. It's had two good full tube cleans. So I think that was about 4 days. I think I want to be doing it every 3 days. But we'll just let that drain down. And before it cuts in to do the second rinse, what I'm going to do is switch the switch off and back on again, and that'll reset the clock. As you can see, we've got 9 seconds left. So if I switch that off and back on, that should cut in normal now. It's reset the clock. Yeah, here we go. Now it'll fill up and just carry on. Yeah, that's not as bad. There's a little bit of dirt left in there, but that'll just get in among the media again, and I'll get that next time. And as you can see, we're now starting to fill the protein skimmer. So I have to make it a 3-day rinse, not a 4. It might even have been 5 actually. So I can't leave it that long. I will have to do it more often, but that's topping up nicely now. That'll fill up, and then we shall all be back up and running as normal. We'll just have a quick look at the content, and we've got 16.6, 16.5, and the heater hasn't cut in for about 5-6 days, probably more now. So the last time I showed you it was about a week ago, and it was 182. So if we have a look, we're still 182.4, so it hasn't moved. It's only a little bit of, what is it, 7.8 watt that it runs when it's not operating, so that's all it's using. It's still on 82 pounds, so that hasn't cut in for a week, so that's not bad going. And we're holding 16.5, so not bad at all. It drops a degree through the night. It drops about 1 degree through the night, so that's not bad at all. But that's the colours holding that off. It could probably drop a little bit more if we didn't have them on. So if we have a look at the temp, whatever it was last night, I don't know what it got down to be honest. Just bear with me. Oh, not too bad. It got down to about 8 degrees last night, so that wasn't too bad. It was down to about 4 or 5 the night before, so not too bad at all. 7.9, nearly 8 it dropped to. Well, good afternoon everybody, and what a beautiful afternoon. The sun is blasting down. It's absolutely gorgeous. There's a bit of wind, as you can probably see from the trees. We do have a bit of wind here at the moment, which is quite good because it's blowing all that blooming blossom off that tree. I want to get rid of that. That's been stopping me taking my pond covers off. I've left them on until that's finished dropping, and it's well on the way now. There's not a lot left, because all this that's down here, I don't know whether you can see it all in the grass, but oodles of it, absolutely oodles of it, and all that blows in my pond. So I'm just giving it a few days for this to clear and get rid of it, really. Once that's down, the covers are coming off. What I have been doing this morning, if we come up here, well, yesterday and today actually, I was still getting 3 water levels in the bog filter, which I didn't like, which was annoying me really. You know how things can tend to bug me slightly. So what I actually did was I removed all the gravel again, and I've now made up a pipe that actually is connected to the inflow, runs the full length of the bog filter, and underneath I've slotted it every so often. So the water is now actually flowing in and down at the bottom out of the slots, and it's the same in each compartment. So it's feeding all 3 compartments now, instead of just coming in one end and hoping it flows through the whole lot. The 2-inch pipe runs the full length of the bog filter, and that seems to have sorted it out now. All the gravel's at the same level, the water levels are the same in each section, so I think that's sorted it out. So it's just a matter now of sitting back and seeing how things go. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to pop into the filter house, and I want to get my new bulb and my UV light that's in my RDF. So we're going to shoot in there and do that. Okay, so let's get the old one out. I'll just make sure it doesn't cycle on me while I'm doing it, so I'll trigger that. I'll switch it off and we'll get it out. Actually, I think I'll get my electric screwdriver, because I'm not going to get that one in there, it's too long. There we go, it's out. Okay, we'll get the new bulb in, get the old one out and get the new one in. Just clean it up a little bit. We've got to be very careful with these little rubber rings on these. They're only little tiny things. Okay, pull it out. New bulb in. I don't know whether you're supposed to or not, but I'm going to try not to touch the bulb, the glass on the bulb. I'll try not to touch it if I can. And there we go, it's in. Right. A little rubber gasket on. And that has to stay on there while I get this in. Okay, it's in. Back in there. Get the elbow out of the way. If anybody is wondering how I made this, look back in some of my earlier videos and it shows you in there how I made it. This is to protect the PP in the RDF. Because it's on 24/7, 365 days a year, I felt it needed to protect it somewhat. So, get it back in. It just fits, so I do have to be careful. Oh, I just want to clean that as well. I'm just going to clean the back. It's a bit manky. You've just seen that. Okay. Very good. So we're in. Now the screws back in. And there we go. Job done. Chuck the old bulb, put the cable back, switch on, and see what happens. Okay, I'll just take you guys off there and show you what we've done. You can see over the back there, it's all in and working, up and running. So that's the new bulb, all done in the RDF. Another job ready for summer. Right guys, I've come in here out of the wind. It's quite windy out there and I'm only on my phone, so it does pick the wind up, I'm afraid. But what I wanted to show you, I had somebody pop in to see me the other day, and you'll know who it is as soon as I show you his mug. Marek popped in to see me and left me a mug. Well, actually he left me 2 mugs, because he gave me one of his limited edition as well. Absolutely excellent. This is 6 of 6, and he left me them, bless him. What a nice bloke Marek is. If you don't know Marek, or you haven't seen his channel, pop along and see Marek's Koi channel. You'll find a lot of interesting stuff on there. So pop along and see him, tell him I sent you, and he'll be pleased to see you. Don't forget to subscribe. It always helps us if you people do subscribe to the channels. It all helps to build the channel and make it stronger. And also Ken from My Koi Obsession, he sent me a mug, bless him, thank you very much. Really made up with that. 50 years of koi keeping, and that's My Koi Obsession. Pop along and see him. Again, tell him I sent you. My Koi Obsession on YouTube. 2 very interesting channels there, Marek and Ken. I just want to say a big thank you to both of them. Thanks guys for the mugs, really appreciated. So guys, that brings us to the end of another video. I'm afraid I'll try to keep out of the wind, but that's about it. The sun's blasting down. It's a beautiful day here today, but all it leaves me to say is you all take care, stay safe, thanks for watching, and as always, happy ponding.